What's up, you guys? Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Trying to get y'all a 2-for-1 today. Well, I shouldn't say a 2-for-1, but... And then we got Drag Race coming on at 7. I think we're going to be on Angela's channel at 7 o'clock. I'll share it on my channel. So, come on in. Let me say hi to the people. Let me say hi to everybody. Hey, Complex. What's up, Abby? Hey, Amber, Chuck, Lovely, 31, Andree. Hey. Hey, Quake, Danielle, Sweet Pea. What's going on? Just say hey, Chuck. Nicole, Rainy, Bo. What's going on? Harlem, New York. Chuck said we don't have enough likes. Can we get some likes, please? Thank you. So, look, y'all have a lot to talk about. But I said I wanted to, come down here and talk to the people. So let's go through my list, honey. Let's go through the list. Abby, we're gonna be at Angela's channel, right? At 7 o'clock. Is that 7 o'clock our time? Or is that 7 o'clock her time? Hey, Ramel. Hey, what's up, Ronnie? How you guys? Hey, Kenya. All right. So first I want to do a rest in power to Viola Wallace, Biggie Smalls, Christopher Wallace, Notorious B.I.G.'s mother. She passed away on yesterday at the age of 78. Okay, 7 o'clock our time. Okay, thanks, boo. She passed away at the age of 78. I just hate that she never really got justice for her son. Yeah, I do know she had a bout with cancer. So I just want to extend that. And Tiger's mom also passed away on yesterday. So we just want to send some condolences out for that. Okay. Yesterday, I reported to you guys that Simon Gobadia is being detained by ICE. Now, listen. Once again, I keep trying to tell y'all. Everybody keep focusing on Latino people being in this country illegally when there's a whole lot of people that are in this country illegally. We know that Simon Gobadia, we talked about this last year. He has been in America since the 1980s. He has been deported and come back twice. Okay? He was deported after he was convicted of fraud. And something else was fraud and something else he was convicted of. He was deported. He turned around and came right back. I believe he used a different name or a false name or something along those lines. And he has been trying to get permanent citizenship ever since. Last week, he was denied permanent citizenship once again. And now we are finding out that he allegedly is being detained by ICE. He's probably getting ready to get deported for good this time. Well, when I say for good, y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all, look. I don't know what y'all want me to do with that. I mean, I guess Portia really don't have to worry about him trying to come and get that house now if he ain't even living here. The divorce is not final, so who knows what that means for her divorce and all of those things. But yeah, allegedly Simon is sitting on ice. Maybe he is, yeah, he is in custody. Okay, that's what they said. Hey, Xavier. Hey, boo. Hey, Crystal. Oh, Cajun just slid up in here with Cajun. Hey, Cajun. Hey, boo. Right, movie girl. This is not a Latina issue. I know that the media wants y'all to think that this is all about getting rid of, people from Latin countries or, Spanish-speaking countries or what have you. But, baby, there's so many illegal immigrants in this country. Chaba. And we talked about this when we were talking about Simon. Like, how is he even still in this country? The man been convicted of fraud and he came back in the country under a fake name. But anyway, moving right along. Diddy lost an attorney this week. Now we know Diddy got about 5,672 attorneys, but he did lose one of his attorneys this week. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, tell her I said hello. Mwah. Right. This has been going on since the 80s. Okay. Let me see. So let's read through this. Now, it says Sean Diddy Combs' legal team has lost a member ahead of the trial. One of his attorneys, Anthony Rico, an interesting name for an attorney. Hey, Pat. Stepped down from the case and provided a cryptic statement. A motion for the move was filed on Thursday. And it says the following: although I have provided Sean Combs with the high level of legal representation expected by the court, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs. There are sufficient reasons related to the protections afforded by the attorney-client privilege for brevity in my application for withdrawal as counsel in this case. It's also clarified that lead counsel Mark Angrafilo had discussions with Rico about the change in staff, and the decision would not delay the current schedule. Government prosecutors have been notified, but did not take a stance. So, what's up, King Payne? Hey, boo. So basically, it sounds like there's some stuff going on, and this man said, "Listen, I ain't trying to lose my law license behind Diddy. There are reasons that I cannot be a part of this defense, and because attorney-client privilege, I can't really get into all of those reasons. But he know why, and I know why, and we both know why, and that's why." Now, this man they said he abruptly quit. It sounds like they want this man to do or say something that go against his moral, legal ethics. Now, I mean, that's just my opinion. Ain't nobody told me that, but that's my opinion. Okay. Yes, Cassie has announced that she is pregnant with her third baby. Congratulations to her and her family. Okay. Either Diddy stressing that man out, or he don't want his name attached to the defense based on new discovery they got. I just think it's some things going on behind closed doors that he's not comfortable with when it comes to him and his ethics and his law license. That's what I think. I mean, I don't know, but the way it reads, it just sounds like that man was like, what you're not going to do is have me out here looking crazy. That's what they said. Rihanna is looks like she's going to be headlining the Glass Law Festival, and they say that she may even be getting a residency over in the UK. She did a spread in Harper's Bazaar. It's a really good article where she speaks on her evolution in music, why it's taking her such a long time to come out with music, because she just feels differently about music. She said that where did he do that, Melly? Tell me where he did that. She said that that Anti is the only album that she can really listen to without cringing, and that she is just, evolved. She is just evolved. The news says she was 72. I'm sorry. I said 78. My bad. She's 72. Okay. Sorry about that. I mean, no disrespect. I said 78 instead of 72. My bad. And I just think that's real. I mean, right. I mean, when Rihanna first came out, she was 19 years old. Like, she definitely is a different person now. She's 20 years older. She's a mom. She's been through some things. She's a billionaire, right? She's not that same hungry artist. Like, you're supposed to evolve. You're supposed to be some, change up. You're not supposed to be that same person. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to be that same person. So shout out to her. And if she is getting ready to get a residency in the UK, shout out to her for that. A$AP Rocky has also been named the first creative director the first, I guess, Black creative director for Ray-Ban. This comes off the heels of his, his him being found not guilty in his his assault trial. So I'm sure he had a lot of things lined up, and they were just waiting. Xavier, we are not going to reduce her into the Avon lady. We are not going to do that. That woman is the head of a $1 billion business. We are not going to call her the Avon lady. That is disrespectful. I'm not going to let you do that. She is not the Avon lady. Rihanna has built a $1 billion company. No, sir. We're not going to do that. No, sir. We are not going to. We wouldn't do that if that was a man. We wouldn't do that if that was a man. We are not going to reduce her like that. Yeah, she also, you're right, KJ. She also has creative control. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, well, to escort services, when he said it's commonly accepted that they're only charging him because he's black. Okay. I don't understand that. Let me see. Well, to escort services, when he said it's, hold on. When he said it's commonly accepted and they're only charging him because he's black. I don't think that's why he quit as the attorney, though. I don't think that's it. Spike Lee announced a project with A$AP Rocky the day after the not guilty verdict. Yeah, I think a lot of stuff was on hold waiting for this trial. I think a lot of stuff was on hold. Hey, Powerful. Yeah. I love Savage Fenty. The only issue is the high prices. Her skincare is great too. I don't think Savage Fenty prices are any more expensive than any. I mean, I've looked at the prices. I don't think they're that expensive. I mean, at least to me, they're not. I mean, Yeah, I don't think they're any worse than like a Victoria's Secret's pink type of situation. You know what I mean? I haven't really bought any of this stuff, but I don't think it's that expensive. I just want her to give us a good final album. At this point, I don't think she can do that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's been so long and it has been so anticipated that no matter what she does, I think people, I just think people are going to, I just don't think you can make anybody happy at this point. It's just like with Cardi. I think Cardi's put herself in a corner where people have been waiting so long for her sophomore album that it does not matter what she drops. I just think people are going to find a way to criticize it. They're going to find a way to say that they don't like it. And I just think Rihanna's in that same situation because when she dropped those 2 songs for the Black Panther movie, I loved the one song. I love that one song. The second one is okay, but people just talked about it so bad, and I was like, I don't see what the problem is. Like, I really love that song. Hey, DeMarcus. And Rihanna knows what to sell instead of trying to sell 200 different products to make something stick. She sticks with her makeup and lingerie. Yeah, I mean, it is all connected. Yeah. I have some stuff. I just don't like the wire and the bras. Yeah, some people don't like underwire bras. I wear underwire bras. I like underwire bras. The songs before Anti actually weren't well received either. I don't know if I believe Rihanna when she says she's been working on new music. I believe her. I just believe she's in a perfectionist. Artists go through that where they do music, but they're scared to put anything out. They don't want to put anything out, or they're scared to put anything out. And I think that's where she is. I think that's the space where Rihanna is now. I think she's scared to put anything out because, again, it's not going to sound like anything that she's done. It's going to be different. It's going to be evolved. You know what I mean? Lift Me Up. Yeah, I love Lift Me Up. I really do love that song, but a lot of people didn't like it. Well, she said that with her next album, she said she's going to do a final album, and she said it's not going to be commercial. It probably won't be well received, but she's at a point where she just doesn't care because she doesn't have to care, right? She's at a point where she don't care because she don't have to care. It doesn't matter if anybody buying that song, buying whatever album she come up with. You know what I'm saying? It's different because when Rihanna released Fenty, the broad skin shades made it revolutionary. Beyonce products haven't had the same impact, more so just another celebrity brand on the market. Cardi only makes hits, so I don't know why she's scared. I don't know. Well, since y'all brought up Beyonce launched Sacred it's launched in Ulta. I want to say they said it's the number one. Hold on, I don't want to lie. Hold on, let me get the right language, the right verbiage. Let me get the right verbiage. Verbiage. Beyonce's Sacred makes history with Ulta launch in over 1,400 stores. It's the biggest exclusive hair care launch to date. So Beyonce, you can now buy Sacred at Ulta. Her hair care line, you can now buy at Ulta. So shout out to Beyonce, shout out to Ulta. Okay. Will I check out the NAACP Awards tonight? Probably not. I'll probably record it so it'll get the it'll get the numbers. But I mean, look, I told you I'm not really big on award shows, and we already know who won. Like, they've already released all the winners at this point. We know who won all the damn awards. So why are we watching it? We know who won. Not can she release the Renaissance album in Ulta. Child, moving right along. Y'all really be wanting Beyonce to do a lot. I think, do y'all forget this woman is raising 3 kids and she got other stuff going on? Like, she done gave y'all Renaissance. She done gave y'all Cowboy Carter. She done gave y'all a world tour. Can y'all let that woman sit down, please? She done gave y'all Sacred. Can y'all get that girl? Can y'all let her sit down, please? Is what video skipping? This isn't a video. I'm live. So am I buffering? Is that what you're saying? I'm buffering? The Wayans tribute on the NAACP Awards. You said that Ivy Park was a disaster. Is it? Was it? I don't think it was. I guess I don't know what y'all are measuring it against. I mean, she had 3 Ivy Park collections that all sold out. I don't know what y'all definition of a disaster is. I don't think Ivy Park was a disaster. I mean, I never bought any Ivy Park, but there were some Ivy Park pieces that I thought were cute. I mean, I never bought any because I just never cared to buy any of it. But I saw some parts. I mean, I saw some Ivy Park pieces that were wearable, that were everyday wearable. I mean, some of them were a little, out there, but a lot of the Ivy Park stuff was everyday wearable. She had sneakers, she had sweatsuits, and she came out with, I think it was 3 collections, and they all sold out. So I don't know, when you say it was a disaster, I don't know what you're measuring that against. I don't think disaster is the right word. I don't think disaster is the right word. It wasn't supposed to be an everyday, like her Ivy Park wasn't supposed to be something that was going to just be wearable and everyday. It wasn't like when Rihanna came out with her stuff with Puma or whatever. Like, it was, I don't think it was a disaster. I just think disaster is a strong word. I think we're using a strong word. You say that the liquor isn't selling either. According to what? I mean, again, according to what that her liquor isn't selling? Now, Darion, I think was a disaster. Now, Darion, I don't think did very well. That was the first fashion line that her and her mom did together. It did okay for a couple of years, and then it sort of went away. But in all reality, that is how fashion is. A lot of these things come out, they do really well for a couple of years, and then people move on to something else. I mean, especially young kids that go with trends. That's what we do. We buy a bunch of stuff, And then we move on. Apple bottom jeans, True Religion, Gas, True. What was that? Not True Colors. Was it True Colors? Used jeans. Like it's all trendy. And then we move on to something else. Yeah, I mean, that is what especially young kids, you know. And when Darion came out, that was her demographic. So I just think when people say, oh, it was a disaster, it was this, it was that, I just think you got to look at who she's marketing it to and how long people's, have a certain, I never have tried the liquor. I never did. I said I was going to buy a bottle. I was going to buy some over Christmas, and I never did try it. But I mean, it sells. Again, I don't know, y'all. I think, and y'all know I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan, but I think sometimes people are real hard because I don't know what it is y'all want from this woman. She puts out a whiskey brand, people buy it, and people say, oh, it's a disaster. Okay, well, I don't know because I haven't seen the numbers. I haven't seen the numbers and on what is selling as it relates to other whiskeys that came out at the same time with the same market share. I mean, I don't have that information in front of me to say it was a disaster. Oh, Melly says, save your money. Well, okay. We can see Rihanna in lingerie and see her doing her own makeup. Beyonce only services to the public when she wants your money. Again, I don't know how y'all are coming up with this. How do you know we know Rihanna doing her own makeup? We see Rihanna do tutorial videos because she's selling a makeup brand. How do we know Rihanna's doing her own makeup? I can't believe y'all got me in here defending Beyonce ass. I think people, me personally, I like Rihanna. I love Rihanna, right? And I'm just a bigger Rihanna fan. But I think if you're a Beyonce fan, you're a Beyonce fan. You know what I mean? I just think people feel the way they feel. So anyway. Not Rihanna has a personality. Beyonce is robotic and dry. Well, yeah, I can agree with you on that. She definitely is. Yeah. Not if I was Beyonce, I wouldn't talk to y'all neither. Yes, the Navy's in the building. Fawn Weaver and Uncle Ernest just bought 2 more distilleries. Uncle Ernest is one of the 2 in the whiskey lane, estimated over $1.5 billion. I like Uncle Nearest. Stan culture is very scary. Very, very scary. Y'all definitely have some strong opinions in this chat. Yeah. DeMarcus, you asked me what Beyonce role I liked the best. I think her best acting role was Dreamgirls. I mean, and it still wasn't great, but out of all of her acting roles, Dreamgirls was probably, for me, Dreamgirls was probably her best role. And it still wasn't great. Beyonce can't act. She needs to let it go. She just needs to stop. She cannot act. That is not what she was. That is not one of the talents that she was blessed with. Acting is not her thing. She need to just let it go. You think Carmen was her best role? That was so long ago. I'd have to go back and look at it again, child. Not Beyonce can act. She was so good in Mufasa. Boy, go sit down. If you thought, Xavier, because I know you part of the Beehive, I know you're not playing. So I'm gonna just tell you to go sit down somewhere. I need you to just go sit down somewhere. Dreamgirls was her best acting role. I would have to go back. I've only seen Carmen when it first came out, so that was what 20 years ago. I would have to go back and look at Carmen again. But she's not really acting in Carmen, she's singing. Yeah, acting just ain't her thing, y'all. It's okay. Everybody can't do everything. It's all right. It's all right. Right. She had like 4 lines in Mufasa. Right. And it was just her reading. She wasn't acting. Well, I mean, I guess voiceover is acting, but it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I don't remember Jay-Z's vodka. I don't drink white liquor, so I wouldn't remember it. I don't drink white liquor. I mean, I've had mixed drinks that has vodka in it and stuff like that, but I'm not a vodka person. All right, moving right along, child. I ain't about to sit here and spend all day debating about Beyonce and Rihanna, child. I ain't about to do it. Okay. Okay. Kevin Hart has settled his lawsuit with his former assistant and with Tasha K. Remember, he sued Tasha K for defamation, but he has settled. Of course, whenever there's a settlement, we don't know what happened. We don't know how much money he settled for. We just know that case has been dropped because they have reached a settlement. All I can say is whatever Kevin Hart gave Tasha K, I hope it gets to Cardi B. That's all I got. I don't care. Because I think that whole lawsuit was crazy too. Like, again, Kevin Hart, sir, go sit down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere. You think Cadillac Records was her best? Nah, not for me, it wasn't. I would love to see Rihanna play a femme fatale or villain leader. She's already a female fatale in real life. Okay. Right. That money should just be directly transferred to Cardi B. Like, it just don't even stop in Tasha K's account. Just send it straight to Cardi B. Just what's her routing number? What's your routing number, Cardi? Let that money just go. Tasha says she hasn't settled anything. Okay, so maybe it's just the assistant then. Maybe it's just the assistant. All right, well, I'll take Tasha K out of it. I thought Tasha K, I thought it was settled with her too. So my apologies. My apologies. If Tasha say it ain't settled, then I guess it ain't settled. But will you see Rihanna at Smurfette? Probably not, only because I'm not 5 and I'm not going to go see the Smurfs. But if I had a child that was interested in the Smurfs, I would go. But I'm not interested in watching the Smurfs. So I'm sorry. But congratulations to Rihanna on being Smurfette. Here's the thing about Don't Be Holding Really Be Up. She has a Trader's Live to get to. We're doing what's that thing? RuPaul. I want Cardi to press that lady more for her money. She's pressing her. She's pressing her as much as she can press her, child. What you talking about? Cardi is all in that woman's bankruptcy, and she done petitioned the court, baby. Everything that Cardi can do to get that money, Cardi is doing. Trust me. Trust me. I watched Traders last night. It was good. It was still some stuff, but it was still some stuff I had some questions about, but it was good. Tasha's she's trying to put together. I think she's working on a payment plan. Mm-hmm. All right, but yeah. So you said Tasha said she ain't settled. Okay, well it's just the assistant then. All right. Jazz in the Garden lineup has been announced. So for those of you that enjoy Jazz in the Garden down in Miami, the lineup for this year has been announced, and it is the following: New Edition and Tony Braxton are the headliners. DJ Cassidy is going to be there doing a Pass the Mic. Ja Rule, Fat Joe, Remy Ma, Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh, Beanie Man, Escape, Coco Jones, Kim, Ty Tribbett, Drew Hall, Lauren Hill with Wyclef Jean and YG Marley, Busta Rhymes, Doechii. It's going to be March the 8th and 9th this year down in Miami. Is it usually that early? I thought it was later in the year, but March is March kind of early for y'all? Maybe not. I thought it was usually later on. Oh, Jeff Bradshaw is gonna be there. I know Jeff. I mean, when I say know Jeff, we ain't friends, but I know him. You know, I know him, but I don't know him, but I know him. We got friends in common. I'll put it that way. Looks like, and you know, in small print, Uncle Luke, Young Jock, 69 Boys. Yeah. Lauren coming, she just gonna be late. Save y'all money on the Tony night. Last time I saw her, she mumbled so doggone bad. I was pissed off by the time I left. I always thought Tony Braxton mumbled. Like, I never enjoyed Tony Braxton live. Tony Braxton is one of those she's one of those artists whose albums, you know, her records I like, but I have never enjoyed Tony Braxton live. Because I feel like that's all, and her last album is mumbling, honestly. You can tell when Babyface is not producing her. That's just like you can tell when oh shoot. Now I can't think of their name. Lord, I can see their faces. I can't think of their name. The two guys from the time, you can tell when they're not producing Janet Jackson. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. You can tell when Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis isn't producing Janet Jackson. Everybody doesn't know how to get the best out of artists. There's some producers that know how to get the best out of an artist. Babyface knew how to produce Tony Braxton's voice. He just knew how to do it. And you can tell when Tony Braxton works with other people that just can't get that out of her. You know? And it's the same thing with Janet Jackson. When Janet Jackson let Jermaine Dupri produce her, she sounded horrible. I couldn't understand nothing her ass was saying. And y'all know I love me some Janet. Love me some Janet. But when they not producing her, Right now, Jermaine Dupri, he does a really good job producing Usher. He does a really good job producing Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey and Jermaine Dupri work very well together. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying he's a bad producer. I'm saying he's not a good producer for Janet. He's not a good producer for Janet. Who broke up? Who broke up, Andrew? Yeah, Jermaine know how to produce the hell out of Mariah Carey, but he just, you mean him and Janet broke up. Yeah, him and Janet broke up after that album, child. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe the chemistry was off because they wasn't in a good place in their relationship. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to pull something up. All right. All right. Well, Tony Babyface and L.A. Reid had a rough patch before. She had to take them to court for some money, so she didn't really mess with them like she used to. Babyface did say that. Yeah, but her and Babyface have still worked together after this. She don't mess with L.A. Reid, but her and Babyface have worked together. Speaking of L.A. Reid, what happened to his lawsuits? He probably settled them because they did quietly go away, didn't they? He probably settled them. I don't care what anybody says. They've been back together from the time she divorced until now. I don't think they've been back together, but I definitely think they done hung out, hung out. I definitely feel like they have hung out, spent some time together. All right, y'all. I told y'all this was going to be a quick one. In politics, have y'all been watching? Have y'all been watching these town hall meetings that have been going on with these Republicans going back into their communities, having these town hall meetings? Have y'all seen these? Let me let y'all look at just a couple of clips, honey.
Hey. What's up?
Here go one right here. Let me let y'all see this one.
To them and say that is enough.
The end result of the fraud and abuse that has been discovered already.
President Trump has issued a lot of executive orders. I think by and large this is moving very quickly compared to other administrations. And I think across the board, he's done some very good things. I think he's gotten rid of birthright citizenship.
When will you?
Here go another one.
House, and a man has declared himself our king. So I would like to know, rather, the people would like to know what you, congressmen, and your fellow congressmen are going to do to rein in the megalomaniac in the White House.
When you talk about tyranny, when you talk about presidential power, I remember having the same discussion with Republicans when Biden was elected. The funny thing is, you're sitting here and a lot of you would probably say those January 6s who are yelling just as loud as you, who are upset just like you, and not listening.
Hey, let's restore some order. Let's restore.
The one that was funny was when she asked that man about him sponsoring the bill about women not being able to vote if their last name doesn't match. Hey, Miss Toby. Hey, boo. about if their last name doesn't match their birth certificate. And he's a sponsor of the bill. And he was like, I don't think that's what it says. And then you had wait a minute, is this it right here?
Is completely contradictory degrees. They've been indiscriminate and they take the chainsaw to these things.
Oh no, this is something different. And then you had there's a bunch of these, like it's a bunch of these. And then you had one where Donald Trump threatened the governor of was it the governor of Maine? Because she wouldn't agree to not have the transgender child run track or something. And he was like, yeah, well, we're going to hold your federal funding. We're going to hold your federal funding. She was like, and I'll see you in court. Like, okay. And I'll see you in court. And then the governor of Maine said, this is a quote. If Trump stops federal funding to Maine, we, the people of Maine, will take out federal taxes from all paychecks, and no taxes will be paid to the federal government. I said, huh. I said, see, they ain't playing with y'all. Now, again, at the end of the day, I'm still on the mindset of who did you vote for? I'm not talking about the governor of Maine. I'm talking about all these people showing up to these town hall meetings and they feelings and they mad. Who did you vote for? Because these people didn't get elected in these districts because nobody voted for them, right? No, they didn't get elected because nobody voted for them. So who did y'all vote for? Because now all of a sudden y'all got so much to say. Now y'all so mad and so disturbed. Here's another one. It's from Oregon.
I'm not sure about that, or I'm not sure about that. You put up, frankly, some of these slides are very misleading. Let's talk about the Trump tax cut. How much of that deficit in that jump from 22 up was the tax cuts for the incredibly rich people of the world who are now the general White House and dismantling our government? You are an attorney. You are an officer of the court, in addition to swearing an oath to our Constitution. And yet, well, you and so many of your colleagues are just sitting around watching. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens next month. Oh, those workers have rights, and yes, they've been violated, so now they're getting processed. Our courts can't handle this. These people have planned this for years, and they're doing it. It is a fire hose of action, illegal actions that even you acknowledge right here. But we'll just worry about the courts sort it out. There won't be a country left to run, sir, if you guys just sit back and are afraid of a primary. Because I hear President Musk is threatening a primary every Republican who doesn't get on board.
She said President Musk. Oh, yes, we're still very much on break. This 92%, I'm just bringing y'all the information. Listen, let them fix this shit. Because, see, again, now y'all are mad because y'all are the ones that voted for this. See, I didn't vote for this. I tried to tell y'all. So now y'all are mad. Now y'all showing up to town halls. Now y'all are in people's faces. Now you fighting back. Okay, go ahead. Work it out. Let me know how that work out for you. It ain't time for us yet. It ain't, listen, that don't mean we ain't gonna never show up again. But it ain't time for us yet. It ain't time for us yet. We gotta let it cook a little bit more. Gotta let it cook. Because see, that's when change is going to happen when they're affected. See, they didn't give a fuck about us. Because like I said, and I'm going to keep saying, it's not that y'all didn't know what the plan was. Y'all just thought the plan didn't include you. Y'all knew what the plan was because the man told y'all what the plan was. You just thought he meant everybody else. You didn't think it meant you. You thought he meant all them other people because you had fooled yourself or you had allowed yourself to be misinformed that when he was talking about these things, he was talking about other people. Just like I saw this thing with this guy. He's trending now because he's a vet and he lost his job. And he was like, well, I mean, Donald Trump is such a, what did he say? He was just such an astute businessman that I didn't think he would go in with a hacksaw. I thought he would go in and be very meticulous. First of all, why do y'all keep acting like this man is such a successful businessman? He's not. He has been doing a really good job of playing 3-card Monte for 30 years. He moves money around. And when he runs out of money to move around, he files fucking bankruptcy and he does it all over again. Stop acting like this man is a great businessman, because he is not. He has built his business on a house of cards. So that's number one. Number two, you allowed yourself to be fooled into DEI meant black people and unqualified black people at that. DEI, white women. DEI, vets. DEI, disabled vets. But y'all allowed yourself to think it wasn't about you. So that's why you were, oh, he said he's going to get rid of welfare. Yeah, because those ghetto people, them niggers, those hood people, yeah, make them get up and get a job. All the while your ass is on government assistance your damn self. Y'all just don't know the right words. Oh, we're going to get rid of Obamacare, but you on the Affordable Health Care Act, you dumb fucks. You are on the Affordable Health Care Act, but you let them convince y'all that they were going to get rid of Obamacare, and you cheered for it. You cheered for it, dummy. Now you were sitting here on Medicaid, and they talking about they about to get rid of telework. So nah, we still on the sidelines. We still sipping our tea. We still waiting for them because they got to still cook. Let it cook. They got to cook a little bit longer. It ain't ready yet. It's like that good pot of chili. It takes 2 or 3 days. It ain't ready yet. It ain't ready yet. I mean, this is a nice start. It's amusing and all, but they ain't ready yet. They got to really feel it, y'all. They feeling it a little bit. They got to feel it. And when they really feel it is when they realize these people don't give a damn. Like that guy in Georgia, that's the co-sponsor of that bill that says that that says that a person, when they're showing proof of whoever they are in order to vote, that their last name has to match what's on their birth certificate. Even if they're a 50-year-old woman that's been married for 30 years and she took her husband's last name, now you're trying to say she's not eligible to vote. And this man sat there and said, well, I don't think that's what it says. What the hell you mean you don't think that's what it says, sir? You're the co-sponsor of the bill. You're the co-sponsor of the bill. What do you mean you don't think that's what it says? That's absolutely what it says. You just thought that they wasn't going to pay attention to what it said. One thing your granny said, one thing I don't understand is free education and dumb people. Well. Actually had a woman tell me she didn't need Obamacare because she had the Affordable Health Care Act. See what I'm talking about? Because y'all let these people convince y'all that when Donald Trump said that he was going to deport people, that he was going to deport everybody except for your people. These people really sitting back talking about some. Well, I can't believe that I thought he meant the bad people. He never said the bad people. He said he was getting rid of all the people. And you really think that Donald Trump was going to sit down and figure out who was good and who was bad? When he said he was going to pardon January 6th, y'all act like he was surprised. Y'all act like y'all was surprised when he let them people out of jail. He told you he was going to do it. A lot of married women and divorced women went through something similar, getting the new real ID requirements. I was one of them. Oh, wow. Right. He said mass deportations. He never said he was going to sit down and look at each case individually and figure out who deserved it and who didn't. He said he was kicking all y'all asses out. He even said he wanted to get rid of birthright citizenship so he could get rid of the kids too. That's what he said. So, you know, we got to let it cook a little bit longer. Let it cook. Gorilla said let him cook. We got to let him cook a little bit longer. Got to let him cook a little bit longer. All right, y'all. I'm about to get on over here to do our RuPaul's Drag Race. Abby, I see your live. Is it on your channel or on Angela's channel? I thought it was on Angela's channel. I mean, I don't know why I'm asking her. She live. I can't ask her. But we about to head on over. Maybe Abby is just streaming it at the same time. But we about to head on over there. Donald Trump's mother was an immigrant. The birthright citizenship thing is wild. It is wild. Lauren, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. All right, y'all. I told y'all this was going to be a little quickie. It was a little quickie. We've been here almost an hour, though. Let me head on over here and talk about this RuPaul of it all, honey. The RuPaul of it all. I'll talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.